Good morning and welcome to Miami-Dade College, Honors College. My name is Virginia Fulleret, and I'm here this morning to ask you to tell you a little bit about Miami-Dade Honors College. We are part of Miami-Dade. We are a program specifically for students who are interested in challenging coursework. So we always say at Miami-Dade that opportunity changes everything. And that's true if you come into Miami-Dade as a regular student, but more so if you apply to the Honors College and are accepted. Throughout the presentation, I welcome your questions and I'll answer them along the way. So please participate. Let me know what you think. Let me know what questions or concerns you may have throughout the presentation. So what are we looking for? We're looking for great students who are motivated, who like to be challenged intellectually, who like to explore the world and themselves. And that whole process is supported by faculty and staff and the directors at Miami-Dade College. So it is your pathway to greatness. We are open on 4 campuses of the 8 Miami-Dade campuses. The Inter-American campus, which is located in Little Havana, Kendall campus down south, the North campus, as the name implies, is further north, and Wolfson campus, which is in downtown Miami, where I'm located. Each program, each campus has the same program, so even though we're on different campuses, we do have the same curriculum. So what do we offer in the Honors College? We offer a rigorous curriculum. You're expected to participate, engage, collaborate with your peers, and the expectation is high from faculty as well as from your peers. There's a lot of support as well. You're expected to be a leader and a professional, and that's what we develop in students. Their leadership skills, their ability to feel confident as a professional while they're students at Miami-Dade, and also when they go out into the world. We require service learning. We are proponents of giving back to the community. So as part of the requirements of Miami-Dade College Honors, you are required to complete some service hours in the community, and it should be attached to things that interest you or things that you're passionate about. Scholarship, we do provide a scholarship, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. But scholarship also applies to the scholarly endeavors that you'll be part of. So that's the exciting and challenging part at the same time. There is transfer advising. You will meet with the director at your campus, and we do one-on-one advisement sessions with students. So in that advisement and transfer session, we talk about your interests, we talk about your passions, and we talk about your options for schools. And later on I'll tell you a little bit about where students have transferred. But we do discuss where you want to end up. So this is the beginning place. This is the first 2 years of your 4-year degree. We do the freshman and sophomore year at the Honors College, and we expect our students to transfer as juniors to the school of their choice to complete their bachelor's degree. So your junior and senior coursework will be done at a university of your choice. In that transfer advisement session, we discuss the requirements for your area of interest. So if you are a business major, you'll take classes that are focused on business. If you are interested in the health sciences, then you'll take classes that are more science-based, chemistry, biology, math, and so on. But there's a core curriculum that all of our students take, and that includes English, social science, math, natural sciences. So you will be part of a cohort of students. And then of course there's a study away. We have a couple of seminars that our students can participate in. One of them is in Salzburg, Austria. It's a 10-day global seminar, and you meet with faculty from all over the world to discuss global issues. And it's really to make you aware of how what we do impacts the whole world, how we are perceived and how our actions are perceived. Our students spend 10 days in Austria, and 7 days in Austria and 2 days in Vienna. In Vienna, they're able to participate in more cultural events, such as operas, museums, and it's just an amazing transitional experience for many of our students. The other study away program that we have is through the Washington Center. Students are selected to attend a 1-week seminar in Washington, D.C., and it's politics and the media. And that focuses on how politics and media influence each other. Our students are exposed to real-world situations. They meet with Congress folks, they meet with newscasters, and they attend sessions. Both of these programs are academic programs, and students are expected to present at the end when they return home about their experience and what they learned. So those are some of the things that we offer in the Honors College, and that in turn makes you the person that you're going to be as you develop through these next 2 years. So if you're accepted to the Honors College, there are benefits, not only the curriculum, not only the small classes, which is 25 students or less, but there's a scholarship attached, and we cover in-state tuition. We cover the fees, and students receive a $500 stipend for books and a $600 stipend for additional expenses, whether it's a laptop or transportation, or some students save it so that they can use it when they transfer to other universities. This scholarship is renewable if you keep the required GPA in the Honors College. This is in addition to any financial aid that you may receive. So if you are eligible to receive Pell Grants, FAFSA, that's additional money that you can save. Some of our students are eligible to receive Bright Futures, and you can save that money as well. If you do have a prepaid program, we ask that you not activate that prepaid program because we are covering your tuition and you don't have to worry about any payment. So basically, you're coming the first 2 years of your education to school for free. And that relieves the pressure of having to get a job to help with minimal expenses that you may have as a student. So we ask that our students not work because of the tuition and the funding that they're provided through the Honors College Scholarship, the Fellows Award. So we talked a little bit about leadership and honors, and our students in the Honors College are expected to take leadership roles, and that may include being an officer in a club or organization. It may include taking leadership opportunities in classroom settings, helping others, and as you can see in this PowerPoint, one of those pictures is from Salzburg. They're meeting together to work on their group project. We have students doing service in the community, and that's how they take leadership in the community and within the college as well. Our students have transferred to some of the top universities in the country, and some of them are listed here. What's really important when we have our discussion with students is finding the right fit, because the #1 school may not always be the best choice for our students. So we talk about what kind of environment do you want to be in? Is it cold? Is it warm? Would you like a small school or a larger school? What's important to you? What are your priorities? So some of these schools may be schools that you're looking into, and definitely the opportunity to transfer to those institutions are available to you if you start in the Honors College. So again, you do your first 2 years at Miami-Dade College Honors, and then you transfer to the university of your choice, and we help you through that process. Our students are required to complete 4 leadership courses. They're interdisciplinary classes, and what those classes do is that they help you through the process of transitioning from high school to college and then to university. So the first couple of classes, you learn about study skills, time management, and just how to adjust to college, to be a good student, to release stress. Students are required to complete a portfolio, and that is just work that you've done throughout your semesters at the Honors College. And then, of course, the service component is within those classes. The next 2 classes that you take in the Honors College of the leadership program are really to help you transfer to these schools. So you'll have support from faculty to, as you apply to the universities, to review the applications and the essays. So that's all part of that course that you take, so that you are prepared and you are ready to meet the challenges when you transfer to university. So what's required to be a member of the Honors College? We ask that our students have a 3.7 grade point average or above, and if that's the case, if you have a 3.7 or above, then you just need to be college ready with your test scores. College ready with SAT or ACT. SAT right now is 440 verbal and a 440 math, and ACT is a 19 reading, 19 math, and a 17 writing. So if you have a 3.7, you just need to be college ready with the test scores, including the Miami-Dade exam. So SAT, ACT, or the Miami-Dade exam, which is called the PERT. If you do not have a 3.7 grade point average, then we require students to have a 1200 SAT or a 26 ACT. So that anyone below a 3.7 GPA has to have a 26 ACT, and that's reading and math only, or a 26 ACT. The other way to come in is as an international student or as an EAP student. Many of our students are in English as a second language programs, and if students complete that program at Dade and have a 3.7 grade point average, they can be considered for admission to the Honors College. The Honors College is only for first-time in college students, and that's really important for you to know, because if you start at a university or if you start at Miami-Dade as a regular student, you cannot apply to the Honors College. It has to be that you have not had any college experience. Age is not an issue, so you could be 17 or you can be 40, as long as you don't have any college coursework after you graduate from high school. So those are the requirements to be considered for the Honors College. We have a unique program. So as I mentioned earlier, we have the Honors College on 4 of our 8 campuses, the Wilson, the North, and the Kendall. The dual language program is specific to the Inter-American campus. And that's a unique program because it is a dual language program, and it's for students who are proficient in both English and Spanish. To be considered for the dual language program, you need to satisfy the requirements of the Honors College. But you also need to provide additional information, SAT 2 scores in Spanish, either the language or literature, or AP scores. And those are additional requirements that our students have if they're interested in the dual language program. This is a wonderful program if you are proficient in Spanish and English, and the purpose of it is to keep your both languages at a professional level so that when you go out into the job market, you are truly bilingual. It's not as we call in Miami, the Spanglish version of dual language. It is truly a professional language in Spanish and in English. So that's an option for our students who are proficient in Spanish and English. To stay in the Honors College and to continue with your scholarship, you have to maintain a 3.5 grade point average. And unlike high school, students do not receive additional credits for their honors courses. So it's a straight GPA. So it is a challenging program, but it is doable, and our students are very successful. You're also required to complete 36 honors credits of the 60 you'll be taking at Miami-Dade College. And you are required to complete at least 40 service learning hours for the 2 years that you're with us. So those are the requirements to graduate from the Honors College. Again, the 3.5 is a requirement to stay in the Honors College and to maintain your status in the Honors College. So how do you apply? You have to apply to Miami-Dade first and receive your student number. Once you have that student number, you're able to access our application online. Everything is online now, and you'll be asked to submit an essay as well as some personal statements. You'll be required to have 3 recommendation forms, and basically what you'll do is you'll write the email of the people you want to recommend you, and they receive your email and they send the form directly to the Honors College. So it's 3 recommendation forms, one from a faculty, one from a counselor, and the last one can be either from a supervisor where you work, or an advisor for a club where you might be an officer, or if you do volunteer work, someone who supervises you in the volunteer location. And if you don't have someone in that situation, then we accept another faculty letter. So it's 3 forms: faculty, counselor, and supervisor. We require a copy of your high school transcripts, and they do have to be hard copy. And the purpose we want to see a hard copy is that we want to see what courses you're taking and how you're doing in each course. And to make sure that you have an honors curriculum, that you have done well in honors programs, and also to just confirm your GPA. So that is a hard copy, but everything else is online. The last thing that will happen is that you might be invited to interview with us. And not everyone gets to interview, but if you are invited, you're recommended to dress professionally and just be honest and be yourself. The purpose of the interview is to gauge whether it's a good fit for you and for us. So you're coming in to see if this program is really something that you want to do, and we're interviewing you to figure out if you're the right fit for the Honors College. Again, motivation is key in success in the Honors College, and students who are successful are usually very interested in learning, they are motivated, they work hard, they don't give up easily, they're resilient, and they just enjoy the process of learning. Some of the other components that I wanted to cover as well are that we accept 75 students on 3 of the campuses, the North, the Kendall, and the Wilson campus, and 50 at the Inter-American, the dual language program. Those students take classes together, and it's a cohort. And what's wonderful about that is that students go to classes together, they support each other, they're anxious at the same time. Right now it's towards the end of the semester, so they're all coming around, studying together, just supporting each other overall, and making sure that they're all successful at the end. So they will take classes together from English, humanities, math, and they travel together. Honors College courses are only for Honors College students. So that whole group in your class are Honors College students. You will take non-Honors College classes, which are also great for our students because there are lots of amazing students at the college that we learn from. So we do have at least 28 credits, 24 credits that you would take non-honors if you'd like, but 36 are honors. Those Honors College classes, again, are very small. They're 25 students or less. The faculty get to know you by name, and they get to know your strengths, your weaknesses, which is really important if you need support. Again, those students that travel together become your peer group, and relationships are formed. And when I talk to the students, one of the things that they value the most about the Honors College is that connection. They feel that they belong in a community, and that's really important for success as well. So that's what happens in the classroom setting. I wanted to touch a little bit on some of the other things that are important for you to know. We have restrictions on AP and dual enrollment, and everyone is allowed to apply whether you have dual enrollment or not. But we ask that you not send your advanced placement scores to Miami-Dade until you meet with your director if you're accepted to the Honors College. And the reason is that we have transfer schools that don't necessarily accept AP scores, or they accept only 4s or 5s. Miami-Dade accepts a 3 on the advanced placement tests, and if we post an AP exam as passing, and you transfer to a university that does not accept a 3, to that university, you have not completed that course. And that may affect your transferability. It may affect whether you're accepted or not to that program. So that's one thing with the AP. So we ask that if you have questions about AP, call one of the directors, call the Honors College, and we'll be glad to go through it with you. Dual enrollment, we accept. We usually look at students with dual enrollment on a case-by-case. We like to limit the dual enrollment courses just because, as I mentioned before, you're required to take 36 honors credits. And if a lot of your courses that you've taken dual enrollment are courses that we offer as honors, you're missing some honors credits. So we ask that you also discuss that with us. Again, everyone is allowed to apply regardless of whether they have AP or dual enrollment, and we just look at each student case by case. Some questions that I usually get from students is how do students succeed when they transfer? And we've had lots of alumni return, and they tell us that it's a smooth transition, that it's a lot more work, but that they can do it. And many of our students transfer with full scholarships, and many of our students go on to professional schools, law school, medical school. In particular, we had a student who transferred to Illinois Institute of Technology, who is now doing work for the police department, predicting crime, and he's worked nationally with banks. So our students do very well when they transfer. We've had students who've completed their bachelor's, for example, at Georgetown, and then are now doing a PhD at MIT. We have students doing PhD at Stanford. So it continues. And I think what's really great about the Honors College is that you build your confidence. You build your strength academically, socially. So when you transfer to the universities, you fit and you're successful. And we know that you can be successful. Another benefit that Honors College students have is that they're invited to meet with professionals who come on campus. So our students have had the opportunity to meet Michelle Obama when she was down in Miami, Gorbachev, who used to be the president of the Soviet Union, other leaders in the world and also in the community. So our students really have exposure to learning outside the classroom, which is really important. It's not just what happens in the classroom, but what happens outside the classroom as well. So it's a marvelous program. It's something that enriches you academically and socially. And if you are up for the challenge, I welcome you to apply. Our website is on the screen, www.mdc.edu/honorscollege. And we ask that you apply early. Our priority deadline is February 1st, 2014, and our final deadline is April 1st, 2014. It's not an early decision. The February 1st is not an early decision deadline. It's a deadline that allows us to review your application earlier and give you a decision earlier. But you're not bounded by that decision. So if you get accepted and you decide not to attend, then that's okay. You're not bounded by that decision. But we encourage you to apply early. It's really important to do that. Again, you may or may not be interviewed, so we ask that you be patient with us. You are in the pool of applicants, of eligible applicants, until the process ends, which could be into June. But don't get discouraged. You're in the pool. You can always call us for information. And also, we want you to make sure that you fill in everything early, because if there are glitches in the system, we'd like to take care of it early on. Last year we had over 1,500 applications for 275 slots. So again, the urgency to apply early is there. And I'm open to any questions you may have. If you would like to call us, our main number is 305-237-7077. And of course, our website has information on all the directors. If you want to contact the directors directly, that's fine. But again, apply early. The earlier, the better. And I look forward to seeing some of your applications and wishing you all the best for your senior year, junior year, whoever's doing this. Best of luck to you in your endeavors. Again, age is not an issue, so if you graduated from high school a few years ago and decided to take a few years off and are interested in coming back to college, you are eligible to apply to the Honors College. So as long as you don't have any additional college credits after you graduated from high school. So best of luck to you, and again, I look forward to seeing your application online. Have a great day.